how the fuck they all knew beforehand. What if I told y'all that Luce Cannon and Whack 100, Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby were never beefing? Somebody send me 8 quarters so I can tell y'all all these stories that I know, all this information that I know. How do y'all think I know that? How do y'all think that I know that Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon were never beefing? And I can prove it. Somebody send me some money. I'm not gonna give it all away today because it's like I felt good. I haven't been on here in a couple of days, so I've been going crazy. I'm just going crazy. But nobody's sending any super chats over. You know what? I want $5 now. You know what I'm saying? No more 8 quarters. You can't be cheap over here no more. Not free big using ads. I'm not gonna lie. All right, just saying. So what did I just say? Remind me to tell y'all the story once somebody sends me a super chat. But yeah, remind me to let y'all know how I can prove that Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby were never beefing. There's certain people that are probably in this comment section that probably know, they know for sure what I'm talking about. All I'm gonna say is spill money. Like I said, no more 8 quarters. And I don't want no more money from you because SBJ is always showing love. I shout out to SBJ for showing love. I'm not saying I don't appreciate you because I do. But I want some of these other guys to send money. You always sending money. I want somebody else to send some money. Because I got a good story about how Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby were always friends, and I can prove it. So I'll give y'all the beginning of the story, though, because she sent me some money. Listen. So Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby were on the phone. I was on the phone. He talked to him a couple of times. I was on the phone. I got you. Nah. Yeah, I appreciate it. So Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby was on the phone. And oh yeah, shout out to Stingy. I just blocked Stingy because he's been acting weird. So shout out to him though. But he knows this story is for real. Yeah, Stingy KTV. Y'all go, y'all can tag him or whatever. Let him know I'm talking about him. So me and Stingy on the phone, and Stingy like, nigga, I'm really from the hood. Nigga, you ain't from the hood, nigga. I can really know 6 O's and da-da-da. I'm from Denver Lane Blood, nigga. I'm from DLB, B Gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me nothing about this. I'm really in the streets and you not. I'm like, bruh. Now, mind you, I'm talking and we're setting up, basically, I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. We're running plays. We're setting up this, everything we did wasn't running the play, but this specific thing, we're running a play. Somebody else send me a super chat other than SPJ. Oh, thank you, Rich Dog. Money, what you got going? Hey, brother, Rich Dog in the building. Come on now. I appreciate when you guys send those goddamn 8 quarters over. You know what I'm saying? Those $2. Hey, I love it. No, I'm just talking to you. You know I appreciate it. But listen, hey, we're in here. We're talking about how Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby were always cool and how I can prove it. All right, so I got about $4 for the story now. So somebody other than my regular goddamn mods, send me some money. I don't want no money from my mods. They do enough for me. I appreciate y'all. But shout out to you. Shout out to SBJ. Shout out to Toxic Media, even though I had to block him too. All right, Compton's finally sent over more than 8 quarters, and I love it. All right, let me tell y'all this story. So I'm on the phone. Me and Luce Cannon are talking to, what's his name, G-Face? I could pull this video up, right? But I'll pull it up in a little bit after we finish this. So G-Face is getting out of jail. That's Bricc Baby's cousin. G-Face wants to enter the game and make a splash. And he's seeing the back and forth that Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon and how much attention they're getting, right? And everybody in the world thinks that they're really not cool, but they're cool. I'm on the phone with Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby as we're setting this up. He's like, yeah, man, my cousin about to get out, and I want to do this thing. Y'all gonna get into it and da-da-da-da, but then it ain't gonna go there. We just gonna make it look good, right? Boom. So I'm on the phone with Stingy. Now, mind you, we're running the play, so I can't really tell Stingy, but I'm like, Stingy, my niece, I really want to tell him. And I'm telling him, like, man, he talking about Bricc Baby and Bricc Baby and Bricc. Oh, Bricc, he's a real one. He's a real one. And I'm like, man, all of this is internet. I'm telling him, like, all of this is internet. It's all entertainment. He's like, nah, man, he really in the hood. He really was one of them ones. I know real 6-0s. You're not from the hood. And I just want to tell him so bad, like, bro, I just talked to Bricc Baby. You know what I'm saying? I just got off the phone with Bricc Baby and his cousin. We're about to do a live with his cousin. You hear what I'm saying? And the whole thing, if I'm to believe that what Luce Cannon was telling me was true, this was Luce Cannon's plan. Even though him and Bricc Baby had gotten cool, Bricc Baby really never trusted him. Right? So he's like, all right, I'm trying to get up to No Jumper. They were building up this beef to get to that No Jumper back and forth interview reveal. And y'all ever think, did they know they was going to jail? Because why did they do it the day before they went to jail? It's a lot of coincidences, y'all. Everybody knew they had RICOs. Bricc Baby said he knew he had a RICO. Luce Cannon told me himself he had a RICO. Eddie Boy knew they had a RICO. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? So, where was I at? Dang, where was I at? Somebody remind me where I was at. Oh, so Luce Cannon's like, my plan is we're gonna build this up and then we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do an in-person interview. But when I do get on this interview, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of Bricc Baby on camera. So he was training every day. If there's a lot of people in here that were like, hey, I remember that. I was around that time. If you remember, this is the time where Luce Cannon was working out a lot. He was out in the sun in Las Vegas with a sweatsuit on, jogging and all that stuff. And he was working out a lot because, for one, I believe now, in hindsight being 2020, he knew he was about to go to jail. He knew that RICO was coming down, and he knew he was out here popping all that shit, and he was going to have to fight when he got to jail. For two, he said, who didn't know they were in a RICO? No, you didn't know that. I mean, you didn't know. They knew specifics about that. Even if they thought they were in a RICO, or, you know what I mean, whatever, to know specifically what your charges are in that RICO, that's different. That's working. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if you believe me or don't believe me. You hear what I'm saying? That's working. You get what I'm trying to say? They all knew that they were in this RICO. And, okay, so hold on. Let me go back to what I was saying. So where were we at, y'all? Somebody remind me. Oh yeah, so he's like, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna beat the brakes off of Bricc Baby on camera. And I'm like, that's the big plan? Like, that was his big plan, y'all. Now think about how it actually played out. He didn't beat the brakes off of Bricc Baby because Bricc Baby never trusted him to actually sit down with him, right? So that same exact scenario happens, but it doesn't happen to Bricc Baby. It happens to Jay Reed. I don't want to say who was involved with that, but who was into that mix too? Who did Whack 100 and try to blame it on? Myself. Why is Demon Time always in the mix of this? I'm telling y'all should just go look at my channel, dig in my archives. Y'all will see when Whack called me and tried to say that I got Travis Ford and all this stuff beat up and all this and all that when they beat up Jay Reed, but that was really supposed to be Luce Cannon's like viral moment, right? And it was a play that they were running on Adam 22. But I told y'all that too. Listen, go look at there's things I say that I couldn't have known then because it didn't happen yet. Why did I say that? They're not going to sue He's not that Jay Reed's not gonna sue Whack 100. He's not gonna sue Luce Cannon. He's going to sue Adam 22. I don't know how that's going, but what we have heard is that he's not suing Whack 100 or Luce Cannon. He's suing Adam 22. All right, so that's that too. So they ended up playing out the story of a viral beating to go crazy, to go viral, but it wasn't on Bricc Baby because Bricc Baby never trusted it, right? All right, let's get back to this content. But as far as, so basically, I mean, I could pull it up. I just got so many tabs and stuff open. It might actually be right here. Hold on, y'all. It might actually be right on this page if I scroll up. Hold on, y'all. I think I gotta go to the page before this. Hold on, y'all. I'll show you what I mean. Since y'all did send over a couple of dollars, let me be thorough about my story and show y'all the evidence. Because I did say I could prove it, right? I don't know why all of these don't have. It's like all of this stuff is. It's like all of this stuff is. I don't know. Anyways, let's do this. Watch this, y'all. Yeah, man. So we're gonna get to the G-Face, the Armenian snitch and the real G-Face, but I want to come. So this is G-Face. This is Bricc Baby's blood cousin, right? He's gonna talk about that. And now this is a play. This is a play, y'all. We're gonna do an interview, and I'm supposed to like casually bring up like Luce Cannon. And and I'm gonna be like, shit, well, I can call that nigga right now. You talking crazy? He like, well, call him. And then we get Luce Cannon on the phone. So watch. Go ahead, light me up, y'all, in the comments. I always have technical issues. I took out the headphones so y'all can hear, but I just called Luce. He told me to drop him the link. He sounded like he had something to say. I wish y'all could have heard him. So, he gonna be on here. Crazy. That's what this is when I didn't have no bitches and I was just saving my money in the house. I had the Prezi. Yeah. We don't need to talk about that. Things get hard sometimes. But hey, I'm about to drop him the link right now. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Deleon.
I'm about to drop him the link right now. Hold on.
Deleon.
See, I want to show y'all the setup of the play.
It's hot as a muff. I ain't got no.
Yeah, bro. When I took out the calls, and they gonna get on my. Hold on, I'm gonna call him right now. If I was to call him on the phone, I mean, it ain't nothing to talk about. That ain't something you would even want to talk about. Y'all. So what if I was to call for Luce for the fade for Bricc?
I do walkthroughs, home visits, all that. You know what I mean?
So you actively looking for Luce for the fade for Bricc?
Oh, I mean, look, I ain't finna go out my way because I got a business to run, right? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I break that nigga jaw.
Okay. So what if I was to call him right now? Would you talk to him?